I'm gonna talk about Mercury Retrograde.
Drop it on them.
And water. Yo, y'all. So, I don't know if y'all been hearing about this Mercury Retrograde, or if you have or if you haven't. But if you've been noticing some chaos in your life, that's because Mercury. I mean, and I'm not gonna be like the one to say like, oh, I'm an expert in this stuff. But what I do know that Mercury governs communication, travel, and technology. So if you're running into like a lot of those issues, which I did, was definitely running into them issues, especially yesterday with printing my labels and everything, just a lot of technical issues.
Boy.
I was on the phone with customer service with four different companies for like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? And these things are meant. I know these things are gonna happen, but it's like these things are making it for. The things are happening so that you can, when this period's over, you can uplift yourself. My bad. You can become higher, right? And Mercury retrograde ends on election day. So them parasites who think they empowered, they're using the same type of energy too. You know what I'm saying? So on November 4th, we're gonna be doing something special too. Right, the day after, November 4th, which is actually 6 months away from my birthday. So you feel me? So but today I had a really good day today because I set my intentions. I spoke to my water today. I spoke to my water, peace, no conflict, good energy. You know what I'm saying? Positivity, love, light, wellness. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to my water. Right? And if you got your CMOS, make sure that you guys don't throw out your jars, because you can reuse these. Use this for your water. And what I did was to make sure that I drink a gallon a day. I put 4 markings on it, and this is some wealth water. It's some wealth water. You heard?
Yeah.
So it's 4 times. So this is my second one. I gotta drink this, but I drank a cup of tea this big. I drank like 2 cups of tea this big, so I'm kind of like 3 down, right? You know, if I add one more, that's a gallon, right? So that's how you get a gallon in a day. And you want to have most of your water in the beginning of the day, because that's going to flush you out too. Because when you drink water in the morning, I had 4 bowel movements today, right? And I'm going to be honest, I don't always be on it with the drinking water. But today was different though. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. I went to sleep early at 8:30. Woke up at 3:30 in the morning. Had my 7 hours of sleep, and I was good to go.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Stay
You know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
circadian rhythm, baby. Circadian rhythm.
So that's the rhythm that you have to be into. And what circadian rhythm means that in the morning is the time for detox, right? Yeah, we can ship to UK. Just DM me so I can situate that with you. So in the morning you want to detox. So from like about, let's say 4 in the morning till about 11, that's when you want to be detoxing. So you want to be drinking water, drinking tea at this time. So that's what I did in the morning. I drank like 3 cups of tea though. You feel me? Today I drank a morning tea and other tea throughout the day with sea moss in it as well. But the tea that I drank is vitalization tea, ones that give you minerals and energy and everything like that, right? And I set the intentions in my water. And Scorpio, being that we're in Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, that's water energy. So I put the intentions in my water, being that we're in the sign underwater. You feel me? And I had a really good day today. So you feel me? Don't worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? Just drink your water, put the intentions into your water, and you're gonna see it manifest. Damn, I didn't pin the comment. Fuck. I didn't pin the comment of the free bottle.
Gotta let them know.
I had to let y'all guys know. So if y'all tapping in, y'all can get a free bottle right now.
That circadian rhythm is a real game changer, because I don't think It's hard in one sit down to really address even half the benefits of it. When you do things at the right time, like you said, the body has an alert time when it's most flushing, but the body also has a time where it's most mentally sharp, 10 a.m., about a time where you're physically peaking, as well as a time where if you want to detox properly and you want to flush right, you want to sleep at the proper times as well too. Notice that Dr. Missions touched on that. You want to sleep at an early time. Why? Because your body can't produce certain vital hormones and other things. You'll be imbalanced. Your melatonin and serotonin, if you don't get rapid eye movement, REM, if you don't go down, so
Yeah.
unwind. It's not just important to sleep at the right time, but what do you do in your final hour of sleep? Are you overhyped up? Are you drinking coffee? Are you eating trash? Spacing that last meal so your body can go into REM and you can actually lucid dream, remember your dream, how long has that been, right? And so many other things that are stopping our people from producing what they need to even feel healthy in the first place. And it comes from lack of awareness, lack of information, because if I wasn't aware, then how could I ever even fix these problems in the first place? It's all by design, the system, right? Well, that's why our neighborhoods have the 24-hour Crown Fried and those suburban areas all shut down at 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Is what do they call them? Food deserts?
Food desert. That's what they like to fake it, and and the businesses,
Can't
they like,
get the healthy shit.
and they like to act like we don't want that, but that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth is that, they put money into those delis and stuff like that, into everything like that,
Being very subsidized for crying out loud.
Yeah,
Taxpayer
all
dollars.
that stuff is put on consignment. They don't have to put, all they have to do is put down the rent money, because it's pushed onto us, right? And it's done for a reason, and you want to get, I popped out the notebook because that's going to help you to remember your dreams, right? By writing them down. Even if you don't remember them, you say, oh, I know, like, write down that you didn't remember them. And that's going to train your mind to remember them, right? Because that's where we get signs. That's where we rest and everything like that. And when you're training your mind to do that, your brain trains itself to get into that deeper REM sleep so that you can rejuvenate better, because we have to do these certain things and separate ourselves from the physical and go into the spiritual realms.
And I know for a lot of people it feels opposite right now, because for lockdown, and the more people I talk to, the more people it's like this. They're nocturnal.
Yeah.
They don't feel a reason to get up early. They've been on this out of whack routine where not even getting sunlight, which is also a key creator. So if you feel out of whack, if you feel lethargic, if you don't wake up with the amount of energy, if you even feel listless and your emotions are off, okay, I'm telling you right now, it's all connected. That's my favorite hashtag. So people think it's one thing and not the other and the other. This is all connected. Once you go to sleep, you have to reset. You got to flush. You get your Dr. Missions, get your sea moss gel so your body has what it needs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 1 second.
But at the same time, understand that when you are
I'm gonna move it.
when you're flushing, these are the vital things that you need to keep in mind to make sure and maximize optimization. You know what I'm saying? So you can get the most out of it.
Yeah, and during the vitalization time is when you want to be getting them peak sunlight hours. That's when the sun is at its peak. So that's when the plants on the earth get most of its energy. And the same thing that we want to be doing, the same thing. We want to be mirroring the universe, right?
Yes.
Because when you mirror the universe, that's going to allow you to be in tune with the universe.
Get in tune, baby.
So you got to get that sunlight, because that's going to feed you as well. A lot of people, especially black people, are low in vitamin D because we require more sun. So we have to make sure, if we live in climates that don't have as much sun, to make sure that we are going out and getting that sun, and eating within the sunlight hours.
And taking a supplement. I'm going to go one step further, say take a vitamin D supplement, because from what I've read, it's extremely lacking in our people, in most ill people, in most Americans. But like you said, we need even more. So take a supplement, because I believe it's 1,000 IU a day. I listen to a couple of physicians, holistic, that is, speak on how to properly take care of this issue. Because if you look this up, I believe Tyler Perry is one of the latest names in the media to say this. It goes viral when a celebrity says it. But most of the people that were dying from the virus were extremely deficient in vitamin D. They were very much so lacking. So that's what I'm talking about. Order your stuff. Make sure you get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Mission's colon cleanser is a perfect maintainer as well as detoxifier. It'll keep because a lot of people were eating stuff that doesn't break down. That does not break down. Really important part of the detox is to make sure you're not putting the stuff back in that's gonna just rebuild it up. And most people don't really know what turns into sugar. We don't know that so many things that we're eating, actually bread and rice and pasta, the white potato, white flour, white starch, it all turns into it. So tying it back together, circadian rhythm, eat the right things, least detrimental foods, get on the alkaline list, and flush your system, and do things in the right time. Don't just eat the right foods, do the right things and do them when you're supposed to do them. Get that 8 hours when you're supposed to. If he got his 7 hours of sleep, Dr. Missions last night from 8 a.m. to whatever time, then he wouldn't 3 p.m. Then he wouldn't have his body would be completely out of whack. None of the proper systems would have kicked in at the right time. So it's not that they wouldn't have happened, but there would have been a lot of friction. It would have been hard for the body. The rest wouldn't have been real rest. You wouldn't have the real rejuvenation that you're looking for if you did these things out of whack. That's what I'm telling them. Do it at the right time, bro. Do it at the right time.
Yeah, and that's why, even if you're eating the right things, like fruits and stuff like that, you don't want to be eating that at night. You don't want to be eating that, after, I'll say, too late, you don't want to be eating that too late because that's going to give you energy. And then that's going to give you, so I try not to eat past, 8. Sometimes I do, 9. But then, 2, I make up for that because I'm not eating again till, maybe 12, 1, 2. Sometimes even later, it depends, So you have to keep that in mind and keep that rhythm in your body and make sure that your body needs time to eliminate. Because because it's not, if you have a bowel movement every time you eat, that's good. But sometimes you'll have 4 bowel movements before you eat, right? And does that mean that what? There's waste in your body from the night before. So if you ate around 6, 7, 8, 9, you probably didn't have a bowel that much. You couldn't have eliminated all that food. And if it's dinner, that's probably your biggest meal. You have to have some time in the morning time to eliminate all of that. That's why you have to drink water, because water is the processor.
It's also why you should have your biggest meal at lunchtime, honestly. Greens in the evening, more so. Less grains on the plate. Don't have that heaping rice or quinoa or that. When you're really wanting to maximize, because you got to remember people, a lot of these pro-routine, pro-circadian rhythm, Dr. Aris Latham, and, go down the list. They will tell you that a lot of them are proponent of eating one meal at the peak time of day when your body's going to burn that fuel the most.
That's what I want to get on, because I be eating more of my heavier meals, towards the night. Even though, I'll eat more, one heavier meal and then a smoothie in the or a smoothie or porridge.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I want to get more on the eating earlier
and then
eating that. So that's how if I'm waking up at 3:00 in the morning, I can have that breakfast by 11. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more heavily detoxed. But if I'm waking up at 9,
exactly, you can't.
It's not enough time to do it because your body can't process. So if I'm eating at, you know what I'm saying? It's only makes sense that I'm gonna eat at 8. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's not giving my time that I'm not burning that peak fuel that I'm gonna get from that food.
Exactly, and then the backup starts.
And then the backup starts, and then I'm staying up later than I want to. You know what I'm saying?
And then I also talked about those things that we don't break down while you popped out for a second. The white rice, the white potatoes, the white flour, the starches, everything that really turns into sugar.
Everything white.
It turns into,
because it's processed. It's processed.
It's bleached.
It's bleached.
Those aren't even the original colors of those items, and if it is, it's because it's a hybrid.
I mean, there's some things that are kind of white, like the yucca and stuff like that. But
But
it's
no, not
like
the ones I just
coconut.
named. I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, the ones that you
You just
named,
named
those are not
rice.
naturally white.
No,
No.
they're not. For sugar.
Yeah,
Uh,
those are the rice, for example, because a lot of people eat rice, right? Sugar you want to stay away from. Even brown sugar you want to stay away from.
Absolutely.
Do agave,
Yep.
honey, molasses. Those have minerals in it.
Yep.
But the sugar, I mean the rice, it's it removes the grains and different enzymes in order to preserve it. Everything is for profit, right? Um, I'm not talking about voting. And where's my mask at? That's crazy. You know, there's no mask on this channel. Come on.
Oh man, you know it's interesting
Which
you
rice do
say
you
that.
talk about? We take herbs, drink water. There's no once you take care of your health, you don't gotta worry about your health. You feel me?
The people that are worried about a mask, first of all, never in the history of the United States have healthy people masked up. It's just never happened before. This is all an experiment.
Yeah.
You got to check your science before you repeat stuff. The people that you've got that information from, they not only did they switch their stance, they didn't even have their answers lined up, but they folded on that stance months ago.
Oh shit! I gotta put in the. I didn't even activate the code, bro. People could have been trying, and I didn't activate the code, man.
Go time. You know?
Damn, I'm a little bit slacking. That's my bad. Cause I'm so hyped to do it that I'm like forgetting certain things.
Yeah, it be like that, man. It be like that. But you know,
So now
with the
it's
mask
good.
stuff, listen, you know, just a couple of facts really quick. Doctors, they wear those in sterile environments to protect sterile environments. A lot of doctors are on record saying that if anything, they just make you rebreathe in your CO2 more than you actually want to, and you know, lower your oxygenation level in your blood. You feel me? So when it comes down to it, it's not really doing anybody a service to breathe in that poor stuff and a petri dish and touch your face that much more often, just in the hopes of stopping a droplet for someone that, you know, may not even you know, you're not even setting out any live stuff because they trying to convince us asymptomatic healthy people are sick. I mean, a lot of this is just an experiment, and like I said, they've CDC, Fauci, I shouldn't even have said these names, they folded on their stance already. All right, you got to do your own research, you really do.
Yeah, and it's like once you do more research, you find out that it's bullshit. Like even the test, they're not testing the virus because you can't
No.
test the virus, especially with viruses. You can't test because they're only testing for antibodies.
Exactly.
So it's not testing if you when they say asymptomatic, that means that you came in contact but you didn't get it. But that doesn't really mean anything, right? So the mask isn't gonna do much. It's actually gonna do worse because you're breathing in your thing, like you're breathing in your own oxygen, which doesn't allow you to breathe in, which suffocates you, and then
Yes.
your body is not getting enough oxygen.
Look up the people-
Your body needs oxygen and water.
Look up the people that passed out. Somebody punctured their own lung with a mask on. A kid died in gym class with a mask on. It was in China. But people have drove into trees in America, passed out, driven into trees.
And of course, there's people who died from it. I know people who died from it, but you gonna know that I know for sure. You can say that they weren't taking care of their health, and a lot of it is also malpractice from the hospitals.
Absolutely.
Nobody died at home. Everybody died in the hospital.
We never said that anything was fake. You know, we didn't speak on the validity. We talked about the effectiveness of what the mask is actually doing for you. That's all that we covered so far. I can't really read the comments from here, but if we didn't speak on the validity of the actual illness, if anything, if you're following their numbers, you see that
It's if you just pay attention to the numbers,
it hurt.
numbers don't lie.
It's been only tripping up 98%, 99% of people are tripped up, like Dr. Missions just said, were already very ill to begin with. They had
And what
three
they gotta
comorbidities.
worry about is the top 5 causes of death, because the top 5 causes of death are dietary related, and when you have
kill
those
way more.
when you have those underlying dietary related diseases,
Exactly.
coronavirus
Hits you.
because coronavirus is a mental thing, right? It's a fear. I know people who have manifested symptoms for HIV and didn't have it, right? I'm gonna just leave it like that, right? And you can create things in your mind. So if the whole world is preaching this whole coronavirus bullshit, what do you think's gonna happen? People are gonna be scared all over. The collective conscious is gonna be overtaken, right? But the main thing that you gotta do is stay healthy, right? But then if you create this, then if you're not being healthy, it's easy to manifest this because you already have the tools to manifest. You've been putting in the work. The universe doesn't care whether this is what you want or this is what you don't want. We're always manifesting with what we do and what we say. Now, if there's this thing about being worried about getting sick and everything like that, why were still people going to McDonald's and everything like that?
Boom.
So they ordering up Uber Eats like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the people there, if you're worried about the coronavirus, what about the coronavirus when they making the food? They don't have it though, right?
Exactly.
So that don't make no sense to me. So
None
people,
sense.
but you wear a mask though. That don't make no sense. Like, don't. That's why I don't wear that shit.
The homeless was not decimated. The grocery store front, who never, should have obviously seen a hit, was not decimated. The medical professionals were not decimated. And we could go on.
The answer for everything is on the website, right? Because it's drmission.org, and what you need to do is the 3 pillars of health, which is like what we said is detox, vitalize, and rejuvenate. So if you detox with the colon cleanse, you vitalize with the sea moss, you rejuvenate, get enough sleep. What's going to help too with that, you can have some chamomile, some other herbs like that. But even if you don't have that, just by getting enough sleep, 8 hours of sleep, and detoxing and vitalizing, you're going to be able to rejuvenate, right? So somebody who's pre-diabetic, you want to make sure that they're getting on the cleanse every day or every other day until that diabetes goes away. You feel me? They want to they want to eliminate the processed foods out their diet. They want to eliminate meat, processed foods being anything white, like we just said, processed white sugar, white flour, processed foods, anything that you can't see and identify in nature. Then I don't eat meat either.
No, we don't eat meat.
Because you don't want to consume that energy, right? Now, if you were hunting the animals, if you were getting the animals that were not in a factory, go ahead, go for it. If you're fishing and you're going for it, then go for it. But the oceans is fucked up. So like, if we can't like make sure that that's good and that the animals are not taken care of, don't be consuming that energy because that's gonna be negative energy. You feel me? Them animals have cancer and stuff like that because they're all cramped up and everything like that. And we slaving them, and then you're gonna eat them. Their adrenaline is at a high. The milk, how you get them? They rob the milk from the babies because how they protect them, how they make milk, is by when they're pregnant, right? When the cow is pregnant, that's how you produce milk. With you too, with women when they produce milk, you gotta be pregnant, right? And then you only have that milk for a certain amount of time. So they sell that milk pasteurized so that it can last longer. But then what does the baby cow drink? Because they making money off that. I don't know what they drink, but it got to be some shit it's steroids, right? Because that milk turns a baby cow into a baby calf into a 400-pound cow in a year. Right, so it takes it from a 100-pound calf to a 400-pound cow in a year. So then that milk is then pasteurized, but then there needs a replacement so that cow can beef up like that and then become like 800 pounds, even more, so that they can get more meat out of it and everything like that. And if it's you know what I'm saying? So what do you think that milk is going to be? What do you think the milk is going to be created? What milk is going to be coming out of that animal when it grew up off of steroids and Similac, type of milk, you know what I'm saying? And they give that type of milk to our babies too, Similac and this fake milk. So if you're a mother out there, if you have kids, and you know what I'm saying, you have the opportunity to breastfeed. Or if you haven't already, make sure that you're breastfeeding, because that's how they're able to become more of a genius. You feel me? Because if you don't have the breast milk, you lack your ability to connect with yourself and the world around you, because you're not connected to the world that bring you in here.
So much dope nutrition in child to mother in those first crucial months, weeks, even moments. People are learning now that you're not supposed to clamp the cord when they do. They clamp the cord and cut it way too early. After birth, I believe it's like 10 minutes up to vital nutrition can flow from the mother to the child. It's like at least 5 minutes or something like that. We've been historically doing things very, very wrong here, but it's all about getting those injections and stuff that they want to put into the children as soon as they're born, and all this other stuff, take them away. So it's a lot to that. You got to have your doula. If you don't know about that, you know, a lot of people are getting into home births. Doulas, midwives, anybody that you know is expecting, you worried about injections, children going to school and stuff, you got to get your paperwork, you got to do a little bit more legwork, but for anybody,
They're out there. They're out there. You just got to research.
Get your doulas.
Because and you can find them. There are a lot of them are on Instagram, and it's a thing that, it's the same thing like with the herb work. It's something that we've been doing for a long time, but we forgot. But now this is the time of the awakening. We're in hyperspeed right now, so you better be waking up in hyperspeed motion, right? The internet and the information is allowing that speed to happen quicker, right? So once you tap into the universe, you're gonna see that the information is gonna be coming to you. You're gonna be getting downloads from the internet. You are the connection, right? You're like a Wi-Fi antenna, so ideas are going to be coming to you and everything like that. But you got to act on those ideas so that you can get more ideas, because the universe isn't going to give somebody ideas who's not going to act on them. So once you start getting ideas, act on them shits, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's right and exact. You know, if you're doing things that are right and exact and aligning with the universe, not doing things that are only benefit yourself, right? Do stuff that benefit others too as well, that solve a problem, then the universe is gonna be like, yeah, we fuck with that. Alright, bet, let's get it going. Does this bottle work? Of course. We have so many clients that love the product. I've been taking this since I was 5 years old. My brother here, like, love, you know what I'm saying? He's been taking it, you know.
Not only do I take it, I am a lifestyle coach that transitions people to alkaline lifestyle, detoxing, and beyond. And there is no item that I've built the cornerstone of my program off of more so than Dr. Mission's tonic and infused sea moss gel. Honestly, it's just the perfect 1-2 punch for the type of rebuilding and detoxing that we're talking about. So yeah, I've heavily endorsed this colon cleanser and more.
And make sure you give him a follow, yeah, an eye for an eyesight.
Thanks, I appreciate that, yo.
Word, I'm gonna write the comment. I'm gonna keep on writing an eye for an eyesight. I'm gonna put it because I got the coupon code right there, and we're running that up. But I'm gonna drop it every so often. An eye for an eyesight. An eye. And wait, can you write it, bro?
Yeah. Got y'all. There you go, an eye foresight. Oh, I didn't hit send though.
Alright, let me copy and paste this. So make sure y'all give my brother a follow, cause he be putting on, for real. Make sure y'all screenshot that. Give him a follow, screenshot the code. You know what I'm saying? Might have to end the live because I got low battery and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be coming on throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing this for the live on the weekend.
Tonight when I get back, and I just gotta eat. I gotta make a move and eat real quick. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do another round tonight.
Facts.
Put it out there for him.
Facts, bro. Cause that we gotta talk about how we helped out the brother too. I ain't gonna speak too much details, but he needed some help with foods to help build him up and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like the ancient grains that you were talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's good, you know. It's the quinoa and everything like that. If you guys just can remember quinoa, that's good right there. But we're gonna go in later on. So make sure y'all tap in and tune in.
You ready
but
now?
For now, make sure y'all take care of that coupon code. Your word. I'm about to end it for right now. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all take care of that coupon code. Take a screenshot. It's gonna be live, and I'm gonna come tap back in with y'all. Peace.